Good day, good afternoon, good evening everyone. This is ViperAS once again with Earth Defense Force 2025. Today I'm going to be showing the Wing Diver class in a fairly easy mission because I've only done this class in maybe one or two missions before, so my equipment setup is not that great. So I'm going to show a fairly simple mission. Normal. Yeah, I've got really low level weapons. It's worth noting, while the loading time is happening here, this game does have 4 free DLCs for it, one for each class, which gives you a handful of weapons, usually one joke weapon, or like super situational weapon, and then 1 or 2, hey, these could actually come in handy type of weapons. Nothing game-breakingly powerful, but still new, and to the best of my knowledge, unobtainable in those forms except for that DLC. I believe these used to be the pre-release bonuses, or the pre-order bonuses, but I'm not 100% on that. But like the Air Raider gets a gold version of one of his battle armors you can call in, which is pretty fun. Some classes get decoy weapons where you shoot out this giant balloon that looks like a Japanese maid that calls in every enemy to it and then explodes, which is not as helpful as it sounds because it doesn't take a lot of hits to explode, but it's kind of hilarious to use once or twice. Okay, loading the mission. So the big 2 differences between Wing Diver and Ranger, besides weapons, is that giant blue bar on the right. When you hit L1 on this class, you go into the air, and that uses the blue bar. You can go on top of buildings, all sorts of places, but that blue bar is also your weapon ammo. Every time your weapon needs to reload, it draws from that bar. So you kind of have to balance a bit of both, which is why this is gonna be interesting. This is apparently another one-shot weapon. I shouldn't have picked 2 of them, but there you go. So it has to reload every time, but it's a lightning gun. Yay, lightning shotgun, specifically. But most starter Wing Divers, me included, like the plasma launchers. This is the slightly upgraded version. Like, I probably got it by doing 1 mission. It's the E2 plasma launcher instead of the E1, which is what you start with. The damage is not drastically higher, but it's flashy, it's got a big explosion radius, and it's super easy to kill yourself with. You'll also notice my health is way lower than it was on the Ranger. It's partially because I haven't played this class, but it's also because this class is the squishiest, hands down. You are the most mobile, you can get around all over the place. Sound of this controller rumbling is super loud on the mic. Oh, if your energy runs out, you are then flightless and unable to reload until it goes back up to full, which can be a really bad thing to do. My friends who play Wing Divers are much better at paying attention to that bar than I am. This is actually only my 2nd time ever playing a Wing Diver, so yeah. But it's really awesome. You can get sniper weapons, you can end up going to the top of tall buildings and towers, if your Ranger buddy doesn't always blow them up, and I am terrible at this. Wing Divers don't want to play with me. I don't always intentionally blow up the buildings, but I've got a lot of rockets that just mistakenly do. So we'll grab some armor, because any extra armor on a Wing Diver is good. And weapons crates. I'm going to get the other weapons crate, because I don't want to miss that. And then move on to the other wave. So as you can see, the downside to Wing Diver, if this is not your thing, the Wing Diver is an all-female class, and they are, of course, slightly scantily clad, because Japan. I can ignore that. Some people are going to be bothered by this, and I can totally understand that. If it bothers you, I would not play the Wing Diver class. That said, Wing Diver's a lot of fun. They can go pretty much anywhere. Super maneuverable. Able to get into, like, tight areas where it might be difficult for a ground unit to get to without having to slowly blow up all the buildings in the vicinity. They can just go, oh, I'm going to just drop down like a gap up top and be fine. So, and their weapons are a lot of fun. Like, they got lightning weapons, as you can see, plasma weapons. Some of their special weapons, while not the most effective, are super kind of like cool to look at. They get one called Heaven's Gate, where you fly up wherever you want, and you drop these energy balls, and those energy balls, for like 30 seconds, emit a laser beam straight down to the ground, no matter how far away the ground is, and anything that touches those takes pretty substantial, not substantial damage, but they take a lot of hits from it, because it's a constant laser. So if you have a weapon with like a choke point, it's a really good thing to use, and it just kind of looks cool. I don't remember what other type. They do have some close range weapons, which are very powerful, but close range on a class with small armor, so you know, it kind of evens out like that. One little mechanical detail I like of this game. Let's say I am on top of this building, and somebody shoots it down. The second this building counts as like being destroyed, it isn't a physical body, which is kind of unfortunate for like if I was standing up there and someone blew it up. But if an ant is on a building, even at the very top of it, and you blow it up, the second you do, it can no longer stick to that building, and it will immediately fall off, which is pretty handy. It also means that the debris from the building, not only will it not like clip with you, like you won't hit it, but it won't detonate a rocket. So if there's something on the other side of a building, the second the building is falling down, your missiles and rockets and bullets and whatever pass through, which is pretty handy. And as you can tell, these shots arc a little bit. If I'm aiming, let's say at that window or place, it actually connects down there because these shots arc. Not super noticeable at this range, but if you're trying to hit something really far away, it's noticeable. You have to adjust for the arc and gravity for the wing diver shots. For their plasma shots, at least. I think a lot of their like lightning guns and such and their sniper rifles don't arc, but a lot of their plasma weapons do. Oh, there's a weapons crate. I'm going to grab that, blow up that final ant, and it will be mission complete. And there's just something pretty satisfying. Like, if a friend dies in co-op, wing diver is a great way to get them. Yes, you're squishy. Yes, you might die on the way, but you'll get to them. You'll get to them. Oh, excuse me. You'll get to them really fast, get them up, and then get the hell out of there, which is, you know, a good way of doing things. It's also just kind of fun to be like, oh, hey, look, there's a bunch of ants down here. I'm gonna fly way up above them and kill them all. Of course, if you don't kill them all, then you have to fall back down. There is no fall damage for any class in this game, so if you ever find yourself really up high and you're falling down, there's no real worry about that. So that was the wing diver. I couldn't really show all of her flashy and fun weapons because I don't have a lot of them yet. I haven't played much of them. Mirage Zero, I kind of want to see what that is. I don't know if I'll show it in the video, but I'll probably just show me seeing the weapon description. They get a lot of fun and flashy weapons other than just the plasma launcher, but that's all I have for now, because I don't have a lot of... I haven't played much. What was it? That was the Mirage Zero. Homing weapon. Okay, these are kind of fun. These are almost like one of those multiple lock-on shooting games, where you can lock onto a whole bunch and then fire a missile. This should hit... oh, this one only hits one. Later ones hit more. So... later on, you get one that can lock onto, let's say, 20 things on screen. You lock onto all of them, and then you fire homing missiles, which is a lot of fun. I also forgot to mention, you can change the color of your characters. So, if I wanted to be gray, blue, but you can also adjust it. Like, if I wanted to be more of a blue and less of a baby blue, I could do that. There you go. A bit purple. There you go. You can change the colors. It's totally a customizable thing, which is pretty nice. So that has been the wing diver. Next time I will probably show Fencer first, because I know that class better than Air Raider. So next one's probably going to be Fencer. Tune in and find out.